So I came back from a vacation. I had eaten all kinds of things that were not on my usual healthy food list, and I felt crappy. Some of it was from the travel, from the poor sleep, from the stress of everything, and especially from the food. And then I said, I'm going to use the strongest anti-inflammatory herbs that I know that have really good research behind them. And I was expecting it to take much longer than it did, but easily by the end of the second day, I could tell that I was improved. And by the end of the fourth day, I didn't have any more pain. And I've done that at least 2 more times for myself. And I know that it's effective. And now I'm using it in my clients. And I've had them say the same thing, that it can be quite effective. So I will show you how to do that here in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm just setting the camera up here. I really, really strongly recommend this for anyone who's dealing with autoimmune disorders because I think it's such a great hack. I would really highly recommend, these are powdered ginger and powdered turmeric that I get from my health food store. But when I did this before, the first few times, I did it just with tea bags. There's no reason that you can't do it that way. And simply just get chamomile tea, get one that's turmeric with or without pepper. It's probably easier if you get it with pepper. But if you get a turmeric tea without pepper, then add a pinch of pepper to the tea that you do that's turmeric, and then use a little bit of ginger. I also thought that it might not work if you used honey with it, but I do put a little bit of honey in mine every once in a while, not all the time. And I don't think it interfered with the effect of it at all. I normally will just use 1/4 teaspoon of this in a cup of water. And I think the more fluid you get with this, the better. But I didn't really pay that much attention to that the first time. So this is just powdered ginger, pour in your hot water, stir it up. And again, if you want to add a little bit of honey, you can do that. I usually add a little bit of raw honey, and you know, it just makes it easier to do this because you're going to be doing it round the clock for, well, not round the clock, only during the time you're awake. So, but every hour when you're awake, another cup, and you'll be getting lots of fluid by doing it that way. But I don't honestly think it's just the fluid that does this, because I've tried it just with water or, you know, liquids in the amount of 1 gallon a day. I really think if you're doing this, 1 gallon a day is what you need. So go ahead and try to get as much water as possible. And again, drink one every hour. It's lovely with a little bit of slight sweetness like that. And it'll be a little bit peppery, especially like the ginger has a little bit of peppery taste to it. The turmeric plus pepper, of course, has a little bit of pepper. When I do the turmeric one, I'll show you that it's just as easy. I'm going to get another cup here, though. Here's a little white cup. We'll use that one. So with the turmeric, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just use 1/4 teaspoon of that. It's just the powder, it's bright orange. And then I use my pepper, and I just do a pinch. And that's good. Tiny bit of honey in that. Can't go wrong with that. Just a little bit in the bottom, that's good. Sort of like that. Hot water. And stir and enjoy, and just keep rotating these one after the other around the clock for 48 hours while you're awake. Don't worry about waking up in the night to do it. And you can even, you know, taper off in the evening so you're not up all night going to the bathroom, or several times a night, but especially, you know, during the day. These 3. The other one that's highly anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, that would probably really be good in this rotation would be a green tea. If you did that, I would suggest, I have a couple that I use. This is just the organic green tea. This is also from traditional medicinals, similar to my chamomile. It's just simply the herb. It doesn't have any other natural flavors or anything in it. And this one is the same way. It's just green tea and matcha tea leaf. Matcha is the other thing that I would say you could use as a tea if you wanted to rotate another one through here. And this is going to be highly anti-inflammatory and has a lot of antioxidants. It's just such a great thing for your body. You can't go wrong if you're doing these things unless you're allergic, and I don't want you doing anything that you're allergic to, but a really good regimen for those who are experiencing a lot of inflammation. All right. Okay, everybody, do well, and we'll see you in the next video.